presented to you in recognition of your outstanding performance and leadership to the Harlem community, October 10th, 2014.
I really want to thank you for that. But it's going to be hard for me to share with you how much this award really means to me. 84 years ago, I was born on the streets of Lenox Avenue. And when I dropped out of school and went up to the Army, well, when I came back, I had more self-esteem than I needed. I couldn't get a job. Couldn't figure out what it was. I had all the medals and a couple of dollars in my pocket, but I didn't have a high school diploma. And then I went overseas, got shot up a little bit, and God spared me. And after that, believe me, I haven't had a bad day since. Anytime, anything, bad day since. And to do the whole circle, to start from Lenox Avenue, to come back to Lenox Avenue, I've been chased off 125th so many times. Nobody knows the 32nd precinct upstairs like I do. And the old timers don't know that cops didn't arrest you in those days, they just beat you. No fingerprints. But it hasn't been since 1971. I was elected to the state legislature in 1966. But Charlie, I want to kill all the rumors that it was George Washington that asked me to run first. But today is especially beautiful for me tonight. One, what they did with this place is absolutely fantastic. Two, the music is absolutely great. The chef, if your dinner's going to be anything like hors d'oeuvres, you're in for a big treat. Yes. You got my buddy Bob Jackson there, and he doesn't know it, but by just coming here, he has signed up for a contract with me. And boy, you got me, but you got Commissioner Castro. If you don't pull it off tonight, you ain't gonna do it. Where's the commissioner? Well, when the commissioner knows I'm making a commitment to him for whatever has to be done, that he has the congressional delegation, all of our state and city officials, because for so long we in Harlem didn't have our parks. They belonged to people that made it a joke. If you say, where are you going? You say, I'm going to take a walk through the park. People would have thought you lost your mind. And so I know we have so far to go. But when the late Fred Samuels named what was then Colonial Park, Jackie Robinson Park, we said it meant that we didn't know where the name Colonial came from. But we had a lot to do to keep up with the reputation of Jackie Robinson. You know, when you get older, it's hard to be challenged. I have a beautiful nurse here from Harlem Hospital that she ain't talking much, but she would tell you that it wasn't that long ago that we had nothing but empty lots, tenements, rats big as cats, buildings up, they were in such a dilapidated condition the mayor would have artificial shades painted on the windows. Right. We had lots that people just thought they were made for garbage. You couldn't leave your house and go to work without thinking someone was going to bust down your door. How many people know what a police lock is? And the police lock was the third lock. That's right. And that didn't help much. And we did such a great job in now people want to move into our community. We say, you're welcome to move, but we ain't leaving to make you move. The people who work so hard to take crime off the street, to take back our parks, and to make certain that when they got a house, an apartment, they help keep it up. That greed is not going to beat us to the ground. And when you hear me talking about a freeze on luxury housing, I'm not being mean, but I know people who look for luxury housing, they got deep pockets, and they, we got a crisis in affordable housing. Right. And so when people talk about 80-20, they may mean good. But if I came in here and we needed a hospital like Harlem Hospital and we didn't have it, and I told you we got to get a first-class hospital, 80% are going to be for well people and 20% are going to be for the sick, you'd run me out of here. And I'm running any developer out of here that talks about building in our projects, and 80%. We don't need 80%. We got to hold on to 20 and make it bigger so that we can enjoy the work that Sonia and the Charlie and the board and the staff to beautify that park. Sure, we got a long way to go, but we've come a long way. And when you walk in the park now and meet people and see kids out there with their children, and this old woman here's a grandchild. I don't know how it happened that fast, but it's our legacy, and we got to make certain we leave it better than what we inherited. And all of you that are here, I don't care whether you gave Charlie $5 or $100, the commissioner and I, with the help, and I'll get back to Bob Jackson later, the commissioner knows that if a community is giving, it's an incentive for the city council to give, and it's an incentive for the commissioner to tell the mayor that we're not just asking for a handout, we want to beautify our city. We want some green space. We want to make certain the air is clear for our kids. We want to make certain this isn't a concrete jungle. That's right. But our parks are going to be what we're so proud of. And so, Commissioner, I got a contract with you, and your presence here means, Sonia, the way you and Charlie talk, I know you got a contract. But more than that, one of our best and most outstanding public service was a guy named Fred Samuels. He loved the parks. And he was the one that took over Colonial and took it away from those people who thought it was just a shooting gallery. But he was followed also by a great city councilman, and now they're term limit. That's Bob Jackson. Sit up, Bob. Bob is term limited, but he doesn't want to get out of public service, because once you get in it, you start getting people to feel that you care, and that means a lot. Now, I didn't ask him, but I know Bob cared. So that means that while I'm in Washington, there has to be someone I can depend on to put these pieces together, right?
Yes.
There has to be someone that served in the city council like Bob Jackson, right?
Yes.
That knows the state legislators in case you need some money from the state.
Yes.
And someone that can sit down next to a commissioner of parks that he's known him for all his life, right? And someone that's going to come up here and thank you for supporting him for all the years of service that you've given to him, right?
Yes.
And so it's not just going to be a wonderful dinner and a beautiful place with good music, but it's going to be a contract. Come up here, Bob Jackson. Bob Jackson, get on up here. Come on up here. See, Bob's not a lawyer, right? He's just a hard-working educator, hard-working city councilman.
I don't even have on the suit.
I know you don't have on this suit. Now, this is the way we used to do when I used to practice law. Give me your name. Your name, please. Okay. And what are you doing? Were you city council? If you're gonna play dumb, what do you think about the people that are here? I don't think you're gonna make it. But you're gonna get another chance because you knew and worked with Fred Samuel. You know that these are hard-working people that don't get paid a nickel for taking care of our parks. You know what it means to our kids and our grandkids to be able to get out in the park and sometimes in the summertime and just go to the park. Let me ask you, Bob, are you willing to work with me and the commission to see what we can do to make certain that the progress they made in Jackie Robinson continues and to bloom so that it'll be one of the oases that we have in our county and in our city? Will you work with me on that? Yes! Doesn't take long, does it? So thank you so much for the award. The award belongs to each and every one of you. You worked so hard. And my gift to you is a promise that your work hasn't been in vain. You pray for me and I'll work for you. Fair enough? Thank you so much. So again, your son. You got Charlie, you got your husband, you got the commissioner, you got the former, no, not former, he's still the city council until the end of this year, so we got to get a contract before you leave, right? And I know you do it. God bless you, thank you so much. That's my award. All right. Thank you so much.